Hello friends, welcome to another Python tutorials by AITechEX. In today's video, I will discuss about a built-in function that's isInstance and another thing that is list within list or hybrid list. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I will discuss about built-in function or BIF that's isInstance. So first of all, let's see if I have a list to 1 is equal to number. So that's 1 2 3 4 5. I have a list of this number. Now I have another list 2 is equal to uh, some random characters t e okay, uh, and another variable list 3 is equal to some digit, and I want to check if list 1 is a string or a list or integer number. So I can do this by using is instance of keyword. So let's see. First of all, is instance of ins is instance of it has two parameter. First one is that we want to check, suppose we want to check list 1, so this is the first parameter, and second parameter that will be our data type with which we want to check. Suppose I want to check if list 1 is a string or a list or not, so I will write the list 1 here, and data type that I want to check, that is list, that here, and this will give us output of boolean value, that's true or false. So I will store it in a variable output is equal to okay. This will give us output true or false. Now I will print that output. So let's run this. See, this is true. That means list 1, that is this list, and its data is a list. Now let's see if I have a list 3. I want to check list 3, and if list 3 is a list or not. So we can clearly see that it's not list, it's just an integer value. So we will check this. See, it's false. And if we check this with int, it will return true. See, it state that list 3 is an integer. Okay, so that's it for is instance of. It's a built-in function that you can use to check data type of given thing. Now let's see another topic, that's a list within list. Suppose I have a list of movies, and there are two famous movie maker, one Marvel and another is DC. Okay, and oh, Marvel has made a Avenger. That's awesome movie. So I want to insert Avenger. Okay, and Avenger was released in 2012, and I want to insert a list between the in here that what this movie contain, that which hero are in Avenger. So I can write it here by square parenthesis. I will just write it as usual. That one is Iron Man, another is Hulk, oops, and next one is Black Widow. Okay, so this is Marvel. This movie maker made Avengers in 2012, and this movie featured this hero. Okay, and now say DC. DC made Justice League as Justice League, and it came recently in just 2017, and this movie featured Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Okay, so this is our list. So basically I did one thing here, that's we used a list in a list. So if we want to print out this, we can do this by user method print and that list. Let's see what happens if I write print and movies. Okay, now let's run this. See, it's giving us output all those data in a single line that we have, but we want to print one by one element by one element. So we can use for loop. For value, for oops, let me take x, for x in movies, and then colon print x. Okay, now let's run this. See here, every element, this is 0 movie 0, this is movie 1, movie 2, and this will be taken as whole instance, that's movie 3. So it's giving us output, this is first, second, third, fourth element as a output. But if we want to print every element in a new line, so we can do that by using for loop and it an if instance of that I showed you previously. So let me show you. Let's see, let's take a for loop for x in movies colon if. We will use condition if and is instance of, and that is x. We want to check x, yeah, that is this x. It will get value in every iteration from starting marvel to one this wonder woman last element. Every time this loop iterates. Okay, so we want to check this element if this is a character, string, list, or anything else. So we want to print every element one by one, first this, then this in new line, and in another line this one. So we'll check if this is a list, we don't want to print this, and if it's just an element or a keyword, we will print it. So we will check with list. Okay, so if this is list, we just don't want to print. So we will use for loop again to check if that's list or not. So for y in x, here our new list would be x, because here we take x, that for fourth iteration that would be this, and this is a list, so we will check every element from x, that is our this new list. Okay, so if for every y in x, if is instance of list, then I don't want to go for another for if loop if that's a list or not, so I will just print it. So I'm just printing it out, print y. Okay, and if that's not, I will just print again, print y. And for this if, we have to write another statement for else print x or x. Okay, so let's run this. See, this is printing out every element here. Okay, one by one in our new list. So let's see what happens for x in movies. So it will check for every element in our list. So if that is a list, this will check for if that is a list or not. So if that's list, that's this is a list, so it will go here. So for every y in x, so it will take every element from that list and is check with list. If there's a list, this is a list, no, this is not list, so this will print this one. If this is list, no, so this will print this one. And our first iteration, it will be false. So if instance is of list, this is not list, so it will just directly go to here and print that. But if we have more another end list in our list, so because here Iron Man, and we have another list here that says who helped the Iron Man in this movie, or any other thing like Iron Man version, or how many suits are there. So we have to use another for a if loop combo here to print out that in every new line. You can see this statement for if, and again here it is for if and else. See, for if else and for if else. So we use the same code repeatedly To reduce this, we have to use function. I will talk about function in my next video. Hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share with your friends. Have a good day.